The report card. Do you remember what it was like when you were a kid? You'd come home, the report card would be at the bottom of your bag. Your parents wouldn't see it for weeks. I wanted to make sure I wasn't running into that with my children. So what I do at the beginning of each year, I sit down with the teacher and my child, and we talk about how we can all work together to focus on their success. We talk about open communication and the need to look ahead and make sure that we're catching problems before they become real problems. See, in the corporate world, there's also a report card. The employee gets a report card, usually once or twice a year. And then in the form of employee surveys, the organization gets a report card. What normally happens when we exchange these report cards? Well, when employees get their report card and the performance review that happens once or twice a year, they find out all these things that they've been doing all along, nobody's been telling them because they haven't been having these regular conversations. They haven't had calibration meetings with their managers, one-on-ones, weeklies, maybe even monthlies, where they're talking about what success looks like, what measurement looks like, what goals look like, how support and feedback look like. So we need to make sure that we're sitting down with our employees on a regular basis, listening to them, supporting them, understanding their level of development on a particular project or a skill, and then flexing our leadership so that we can align it with their needs. Now, the organization also has that report card. If we excel on giving employees the right support and feedback to be successful in our organizations, guess what? We get good feedback on our employee surveys. For employee surveys to actually mean something, we need to make sure that we're investing in our employees so that they want to invest in us. When we do this, we create a level of trust between the employee and the organization. We also create an organization where we understand accountability, how to hold each other accountable, how to hold our employees accountable by open and transparent communication, but also communicating back to our employees so that they understand how we're going to hold ourselves accountable as leaders to make sure that we have their best interests in mind. When we establish open and transparent communication with our employees, that dreaded report card is something that we all start looking forward to. Whether it's an employee survey that's given us feedback as an organization, or whether it's our one-on-ones, our performance review giving feedback to our employees. What we get is a group of people working together with their best interests in mind.